Live from the beautiful wastes of Appalachia, it's The Atomic Stop, featuring Trizzle Plays, our charitable casting director and reputable responder extraordinaire. Skullie Face, our prolific and peer-lesson producer with a flair to match Adele Astaire. Mr. Skippy, a sentient sheep squatch with rosy cheeks, and an artist whose talents just can't be beat. Rad Rux, the radical rambunctious DJ, building delectable camps and teaching the wasteland his ways. And your MC with a golden era voice, it's me, Fenwateryen. We're not just on one platform anymore, sport. We're on Xbox. We've made it to PlayStation. We've even crossed over to PC. And now, fellow dwellers, it's The Atomic Stop.
Hi guys, welcome back to Season 5, Episode 5! Yay!
Wonderful. Good to see so many amazing people out there in chat already.
Right? All our favorite people. Oh, everybody's our favorite people.
So, look at all the lovely people. But, so that brings us to the next portion. Do we have, well, it's quite an exciting week in the Fallout streaming community. Absolutely is. So, how about it? Ladies, do you have any announcements? What are you two up to for the rest of the week?
Oh boy. So tomorrow is another Wasteland Walk, but it's a special episode. It's our Jingle Jingle Wasteland Walk. So we'll be doing our regular episode with Greciodas and Foxy at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then after the show, we're going to have an in-game holiday bash with a scavenger hunt.
Ooh.
Yeah, so if you guys are on PS4, send me your PSN name if you aren't friends with me already, and I will get you hooked up with how we're going to do the audio. So if you'd like to join and be on stream.
I'll send you my info.
Ooh, girl.
What are the deets? Sorry, that was my V coming out.
Yeah. And then Friday's even bigger. Oh god.
Oh, Friday. Ooh, girl, I don't envy you.
Girl.
Pray tell.
So Friday is an 8+ hour stream for me. It is a super building friendship Fridays on all platforms. We're going to be building Santa's Workshop on PlayStation, then Xbox, and then lastly PC.
Wild.
Yes.
That's quite an endeavor, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
But it's for a good cause.
Yes.
And as a lot of people have already heard, perhaps, we met our goal and surpassed it already. And we still got the weekend. Oh my.
Ooh, looks like Ben bumped it up to 70.
Hell yeah.
So that covers,
nice.
I think, close to almost 3 families at that point.
Oh,
so
awesome.
we're definitely covering 2 families, so we're to 3 families next one. So,
for those who don't know, Fallout for Hope is a charitable endeavor put together by Kenneth Vigu of the Chad Fallout 76 Story podcast that involves over 250 streamers, all aimed to raise money for the St. Jude Hospital charity. And the goal is to provide life-saving services for children in need of it. So it's a wonderful endeavor, great cause, and we're doing it, pals. We're doing it. We're going all the way and beyond. It's fantastic. But also don't want to talk too much about that without asking you, Trizzle. What are you doing? I think you might have something for us tomorrow.
Apparently I'm letting the dogs out.
Sorry. That was me.
Like it's the 90s.
So tomorrow night, Steph and I are on Campfire, West Virginia. We'll be doing Christmas and Helvetia. We'll be talking over tales about Bigfoot and a little bit of Scorch hunting, as well as tomorrow kicks off the holiday Scorch event. So we'll be starting there, and we are inviting a few of our viewers to come hunting with us as we talk about Bigfoot and sightings in West Virginia. And then on Friday, I agreed to join one of my friends to spend about 4 to 6 hours with her building on 2 different platforms.
Because you love me so much.
So as the 8 hours that Skullie will be on, I will be there too.
Well, that is so damn kind of you. Well, and Rad Rux is in the chat. I know you have some things planned for the rest of the week. I don't know if hopefully you just have a stomach bug, a little 24-hour thing or less. But Jay, why don't you go ahead and write in the chat, if you would, what you have planned for the rest of the week. Whenever you hear this, the delay.
And will read it out in his golden era voice.
Ah, yes, I can do that for you, Spore. And of course, for those of you who know, and maybe you don't, every Friday night at 9:30 p.m. Central, that's right, 9:30 p.m. Central, I do a little concert series on my Twitch channel called Fenwa's Corner, where I play music from the Fallout video game franchise and beyond. And we'll see, there might even be some special guests in the chat there. Who knows? Some crazy things have happened in my life over the last 24 hours. And anyway, don't want to brag about it too much, but
Oh my God.
it was really damn
Totally
cool.
can.
Brag.
It was
Totally brag.
cool.
It was so cool.
It almost brought tears to my withered eyes. But without further ado, I'll boot it back to you, Skullie, because I believe you're doing the honor of introducing tonight's most splendiferous guest.
But before we do that, Rex just posted up his schedule in chat.
Oh, yes,
We don't wanna
let's
forget that.
see that. Well, okay, yes. Tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. Eastern, he's going to be doing some tricks and or treats, holiday treats that is. And then Friday, he's going to be on the El Gato stream, which it's going to be 8 to 10, it's bingo, and it's going to be double bingo. I heard that from Shreds earlier, because it's the holidays and she wants to be a cool cat, shall we say. So definitely always stop by the El Gato streams. Shredder is a wonderful individual, and you can always win Adams. Not like that's the only reason you should go, but come on. I mean, you can win Adams. so check it out.
And then the Santas versus the elves. Or Santa versus the elves.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. So, now that our announcements are done, normally
Yes.
we would have Fenwa introduce our guest, but this week I asked if I can do it because this guest is one of my longest standing friends in the Wasteland. He's always encouraged my creative endeavors and crazy ideas and even joined me for a few of them. I don't tell him enough how much his friendship means to me, but without further ado, I'd like to introduce one of my dearest friends, our special guest this evening, General Grey Fox of the Enclave Armed Forces.
Well. Look at all these beautiful people.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey, good to see you. And thank you so much for the kind words, Skullie. That's kind of a surprise. You're making me blush behind my gray uniform here.
Aw, that was the goal.
I love your new set, by the way.
Oh, thank you. No peeking you two. This is actually part of the scavenger hunt, minus the atomic stop.
Damn it! Well, I kind of picked trying to find a stage. So,
It's okay.
Hey, secrets are what the Enclave does best.
Yes.
oh my goodness. Foxy's here.
This is such a treat. I have Skullie on one side, Miss Triz on the other.
Right?
Yeah, I think he's winning right now.
I know, right? Oh my god.
So, are we here to talk, or are we here to break out the wine? What's going on?
Both.
Ooh. Girl, I like the way you think.
All right, guys, let's get going.
Yes, let's jump into it.
Oh wait, this is usually Jay's line, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, I know F in chat, guys. Jay, can you just type your line from here?
She's just like, oh god, I don't even know what it is.
I could read it if you'd like me to.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Yeah, go for it.
So, I know this is strange, but I'm coming through Trizzle's Pip-Boy 2000. A wonderful technology, isn't it? But, so, the first question begins thusly.
give us, please, well, it's actually more of a command. So I command you to do this. Please give us a short background story of your current character, if you have one. And I think you might, all things considered.
Yes, sir. This unit will comply. Oh. No, the backstory for the character, General Grey Fox, is interwoven with both the game itself and also with our faction, the Enclave Armed Forces. The short Reader's Digest version is that we got inspiration for what would the Enclave want to put into Vault 76, because 76 was supposed to be the best and the brightest for the future, right? So what would the Enclave put in there if they so chose? Because, well, they had their hands in everything, right? Greedy buggers. So we're like, well, if they're going to put people in there, they're probably going to put custom-tailored, custom-designed people. So the character General Grey Fox is actually a product of genetic engineering, eugenics, that kind of thing. You can pick any number of sci-fi tropes to explain that. And so he was raised primarily in the Vault 76, planted there secretly, kind of like, how like Cold War Russian spies growing up in America, stuff like that.
Yes, a commie sleeper cell, huh?
Except for the most patriotic of type, but that kind of theme, right? Sleeper cell kind of people. And so, when we came out of the vault on Reclamation Day, we helped the Overseer get control of those nuclear silos, and as soon as the main quest line ended, we started the Enclave Armed Forces, because we were supposed to report to the Enclave, but when we showed up the White Springs bunker, everyone was dead. Spoiler alert! So, we took it upon ourselves. Yeah.
If somebody hasn't finished the original storyline by now, I apologize, but you should have done it already.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm on my 5th character. I don't know how the story ends.
What's a Scorch Beast? What?
I mean, I've done the storyline at least once on a character.
Oh my
Never
god,
again.
you nutty. But so who exactly, though, is General Grey Fox? Who is that man behind the men?
Behind the men? Well, he is a... you mean like his actual written character, right?
Yeah, tell us whatever you'd like.
Well, he's a kid that grew up very proud of his tradition. He's been told from birth that he would be destined for great things. The only problem is that he's really struggling with both his destiny as someone who was literally created for a purpose and his humanity. Because at his core, he generally wants to do the right thing, but he has so much psychological conditioning and programming in him that sometimes he just can't. Like, for example, he lost a week before Reclamation Day. His parents committed suicide in the vault in order to protect him, so he would have no weaknesses, no liabilities in the wasteland. So while he would salute their patriotism and their action in that, on the inside, he was actually really hurt by that. And then he told his whole life that he would be the hero. He would save the humanity of future and the Enclave's destiny, just to come out into the wasteland and find the traitor Eckhart had spoiled everything. Started plagues, all these other issues, and now he's in a battle with both himself, his own humanity, and the Enclave tradition of trying to take control for humanity's future and advancement. But he's conflicted because, well, the Enclave has a really bad name in Appalachia, and he's working very hard at his peacekeeping duties, as well as a few other secret projects that maybe aren't so lawful, to make a difference in the wasteland.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for that backstory. And for those who don't know who the Enclave is, well, I'm curious if you've ever heard of Fallout. Because the Enclave, as a lot of us know, has been quite the player in a lot of the other Fallout games. And one of the coolest things I thought about this game was that it kind of gave you some more backstory to the Enclave and kind of the genesis before the genesis of the Enclave. And there's still more to come, and we'll probably, I imagine, talk about that later. But thanks for answering Jay's question as read by me.
So,
well, it's my pleasure, Jay.
So aside from like your character, what would be your aesthetic for camp builds or in-game pictures? Because I know you do take pictures.
Oh yeah, we do a lot of pictures. We've been too busy to keep up with it lately, but we do try to post a lot of our community members' art and whatnot in the Instagram, sometimes Twitter. We do have a section. It's called the Department of Propaganda, and we post our personal pictures and stuff there as well in our Discord. But yeah, our aesthetic for our camps are very much military themed, practical, defensive, and a lot of times we try to hide them. Sometimes some of our members will build something that looks like a gas station, and then like there's a secret or in the back of the loo, and you go downstairs, and all of a sudden there's this huge underground base. It's a lot easier to do now that we have actual vaults for it.
Oh, absolutely.
But oh yeah, and the bases that are much more visible now, because we've started in the role play. We've started this new peacekeeping initiative called the Enclave Outreach Program, and those bases are much more grandeur, big stone lions, flags, all sorts of stuff like that. So we have Fort Fox, which is kind of like our version of Camp David, I suppose. We have the Enclave Outreach Center, which is an actual weekly event that we're going to be doing here, and that's to help new players to the game, as well as role-play-wise help the citizens of America. And we also open up a new embassy for anyone wishing to immigrate to the Enclave. We give you orientation, and that orientation is, well, it's fun and a little unique, we'll say. There might be brainwashing involved, wink wink.
I love it.
Skullie's seen some of my brainwashing machines I put together in this game.
Oh yeah, didn't we kind of build one too?
Yeah, we did for your crazy science build-a-thon, I think, or whatever it was. Yeah, that was good.
That was so much fun.
It had like these letters on the screens flashing, and it was like, obey.
Oh my gosh.
It was great.
Oh my god, a gentleman Norse dude in the chat just said they got rid of my 6 extra nipples. If this is the same guy, congratulations, sir, because we did, when we built the Outreach Center, we kind of did a little test run of it, and a guy did show up and asked to have his extra nipples removed, so we did it.
Oh my gosh.
That was great.
Yeah, the Enclave are like gods of genetic engineering. There's lots of evidence to show that in the game, so yeah, I hope you enjoy your double nipples.
Well, absolutely. I mean, the serum technology is evidence enough of that. And then there's so much lore. If you're in the chat and you haven't had a chance to really explore the White Springs bunker, there is a lot of lore locked away in there. And remember, the lore in Fallout 76 and all Fallout games is not handed to you. You have to find it. And that's the reward, I would say. But yeah, it's all there, pals. You just gotta know where to look.
Mm-hmm.
It's him, actually. That's what the chat's saying.
Oh, you
Cool, well,
catch.
Oh,
I'm glad to see you survived the procedure.
Oh my gosh. How am I coming in? Am I coming in fine now?
We hear you.
Yeah,
You
you're
sound
so.
lovely to me.
Oh, I love you. All right, guys. Okay, so I'm going to go to the root of the question. Since this is the show that we formed, there's one question around. Now, I know that majority of your items that you use are all in-game, because the Atomic Stop doesn't really give anybody any, like, Enclave items. But what is your most used, most favorite item that you've ever bought from the Atomic Stop? Atomic Shop, not our shop.
You and me mix it up.
Oh my gosh, that is so hard to... Okay, so my most used item in our camp builds is, amongst all of us, is probably the American flag, the clean American flag. Because we don't have many other options, we liberally use the American flags and imagery. So probably that. My favorite item that I personally bought in the game is, well, probably my favorite item is the XO2 Devil's Head armor. That is absolutely my favorite, probably, because it's on our guys. A lot of guys freaked out. We hadn't got very much Enclave stuff, and the day that Enclave pack dropped, it was the sweatiest chat room. Like, we had like 14 people in the chat, and they were just, it's like you walked in and you had to swim out. That's how like nerdy it got, because people are so excited. So that's our most excited.
Would call that being very moist about it.
Moist. Yeah. That's right. Don't worry, we'll give you a rebreather. And my most anticipated item is the one that I have been asking for Bethesda to give us since beta. And yes, we have been playing since beta. And that is the one coming in Season 3. I just haven't got it yet. And that's the damn clean toilet. Because no Enclave officer is going to shit on a tetanus-filled, half-broken toilet like you see in the game.
I know one of your members was always saying that. Like, these dang toilets.
You want to keep a hygienic hiney, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and that goes with Skullie's theme too, by the way. Clean is definitely a theme. Yes. Like, everything's clean. You know, has to be.
Oh yeah.
We too have been talking about the clean toilet. I know since I've been on the show, so I imagine even before that. It's like, that's what everybody's been wondering. It's like, where the hell's the clean toilet? Where is it? Dad!
Oh my goodness.
So it's exciting. Exciting times in Appalachia.
Yes.
I like Luke, the Vault Dweller. He's like, holy clean toilet, Batman.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Well, absolutely. And we have a really great chat tonight. Very active. We got a lot of wonderful people here. UWO was in here, of course. Luke, the Vault Dweller. Wonderful to see him. Zombie Killer, previous guest of the show, a great lad. And Jessica Starr, of course. So many great people. If I missed you...
here too. I can't believe she's awake right now.
Honey.
Fluffy!
Wow.
I love you, Fluffy! Well, and... Well, we also have Scruffy23, a man with a wonderful beard, supporter of the show, great chap. We got Chalk Limestone, one of the representatives of the Somo community, a wonderful group. Kind of a kinder... What? I don't know how I'd compare them to the Enclave group that you have going, but it'd be interesting if you guys met up, because they don't really have affiliations as far as I know.
No, we're just a quaint little neighborhood.
Well, yeah, and the Somo group is always down for roleplay and events, so I would say you guys should try to plan something together. Absolutely. And of course we have Osiris DeVirus is in chat. What a wonderful man. And a lot of other great people.
Did you say Osiris?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh. In our lore, we just started a new Zax computer named Osiris. So it's good to see you're already out and about.
Interesting. Is the name indicative of its function?
Part of our naming things for our projects are like Project Bastet, Project Pharaoh, things like that. It's just part of a theme. In modern pop culture, like Norwegian is pretty hot right now, same with Greek and stuff. So we went with Egyptian just to kind of keep it fresh. So we, of course, the Enclave lives underground. So we named our AI that controls that underground facility Osiris, because Osiris is the god of the underworld.
Absolutely. Well, I wondered if it had something to do with, like, you know, Project Lazarus or something. And Bastet, is that a project that is a Reddit writing campaign to get cats put in the game?
My wife would approve.
Right?
She would.
But, so that brings me to my question. Apologies for the tangent. So, you talked a little bit about it, but is there anything else you'd want to tell us about the content you create in Fallout 76? You know, that could be anything for Twitter purposes, YouTube, beyond. Why don't you, if there's anything you missed earlier, expound a little bit on that.
Well, for content creation, our number one priority is to service our members and to make sure that they are receiving the support they need both in the game and out of the game. Out of the game, we focus on teaching skill sets and support for our members. If people are having trouble with COVID, we will host COVID survival classes with police officers and nurses and whatnot to come in and have a conversation with you on mic. If you're scared about public speaking, we'll host a class on public speaking. If you got a big job interview coming up, we'll happily sit down and do a job panel with several of the company owners that are in our community. Things like that. We're here to support our members, and that translates into our gameplay as well. We're competitive PvE, PvP roleplay community, so we do a little bit of everything. Less PvP today, mostly because of the rules. We've completed everything that can be done for PvE, so we've been shifting some of our focus to roleplay. And for our narratives, we have a robust text RP area that is always active 24 hours a day, it seems. We have videos. We have a new schedule coming out in January with multiple events a week, and this is both short-term narrative as well as long-term multiple-month narratives, Dungeons and Dragons style role plays.
Oh,
and
nice.
we're just here to support people. And if you like anything we do and you like the theme of the Enclave, check out some of our stuff, our videos, our social medias. We're everywhere.
That's awesome. Well, that is what I think a lot of us, especially people watching on Twitch, so many of us are involved with various levels of the community, various groups within the community. And speaking for myself, I've played a lot of different MMOs growing up. And I'm in my 30s. But it's so wild that this game, it's a bit of a sandbox when it comes to an MMO, because you could do almost anything. You can create any type of show or content within it. And not only that, it has one of the most kind, personable, and helpful communities I've ever met in the video game world. So it's wild that no matter what your interest is in the game, are you Brotherhood of Steel, Responders, Enclave, Free States, Beyond, there's a group for that somewhere out there on Facebook or Twitter and or YouTube or Instagram, etc. And it's amazing. So thank you for being that part of the community for the Enclave, sir. It's quite amazing. And
Well, thank you.
yeah. And also, I'd be remiss, I forgot to mention Wreck-It Renee, who does a lot of streaming over on the Facebook gaming app, or Facebook itself if you use that instead. And you gotta check her out. She's also involved with the Fallout for Hope drive and has helped raise quite a bit of money, and she's a wonderful individual. So, okay, there's that. Sorry.
Aw.
Can I say something to Wreck-It Renee?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Improper leadership, because a bunch of our members are real-life military. They teach us true strength is not somebody who doesn't cry, Renee. It's somebody who knows when to cry. And I think being proud of the community is okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes. No, it's. I always like to think about Vesemir from the Witcher series. He lived in a more earnest time, where it was respected to be honest and forthright with your emotions and your feelings about the world. So it's okay to cry. In the end, doesn't a real strong person cry? Anyway, that's my alternate universe tangent for the night.
Bravo.
So, I know we talked about this already, but I'm still gonna answer it just so we can all finally go, oh my god, it's happening. Can we see your camp?
What, my camp?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, ma'am, that's classified. They won't let you pass the front gate.
It's finally happened, you guys.
The prophecy has been fulfilled.
But yes,
That's
we-
So, what you telling me? It takes... Go ahead.
No, we'll just show up in bathing suits and we'll show up at his camp one day.
Ooh. Then you'll have to
Ooh.
let us in.
Troops, thank you.
See, we'll just say we're part of the ESO. Isn't it like the USO? It's the ESO. Enclave, sir.
You know, you better be careful. This isn't... the Enclave isn't... one of those old-fashioned armies. They're not like the Brotherhood of Steel, okay? We're an equal opportunity army. and we have an unusually high amount of women in our community. So you know what? You might not have as much power as you think.
Well, I mean,
Go
oh,
fellas
Tristan, you're
too.
cutting out.
Oh no.
Oh no,
Well,
the
you guys
Enclave
can
is
go
attacking
looking
her with a
fellas, too.
DDoS attack.
My
Look at
psychic
that.
powers are too strong for you.
Damn it.
I was like, I know some of the Enclave ladies. They wouldn't mind seeing Skullie in a bathing suit.
No, they wouldn't. Especially the ones Foxy hangs out with. Skullie got a special spread picture for once. It was pretty funny.
Oh, I think I sent that to
my.
Triz once too.
Yes, Triz got one.
Yep.
Yes.
Triz got an autographed one because she's one of my favorite fans.
That's right.
And it's actually printed on a 5x7 picture, by the way, and it's on my Fallout 76 wall.
Yes.
What?
Yes.
I feel
Oh
like
my
I need a
God.
picture of this wall.
You're
Uh-oh.
you kind of missed.
Oh, she's cutting out.
It's happening again.
Oh, Triz.
Her phone's just fine. We flustered her, that's all.
You're saying so much too, and we can't hear you, my dear.
Wall my
Oh my goodness.
Trizzle sounds like a dying Assaultron.
It's like she needs to go recharge.
Oh.
It's
It's a good thing I like robots.
I love how she's in chat like Discord hates me. Like, oh, poor Triz.
Aw.
Oh my goodness. But
Oh.
Osiris, that's classified. Don't share that info.
Corrupted by. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. So, since we aren't doing a camp tour, I mean, you've pretty much given us a lot of details about your community, but we're kind of curious about the roleplay aspect and the other communities you guys roleplay with.
Oh, absolutely. So some of our allies, good friends of ours. Now the Enclave is okay. Let's be real here, people. The Enclave is not the friendliest bunch of people, okay? But I'll tell you who are friendly, and that's the people in the Fallout community. Now, we have a number of different groups we work with to tell some lovely stories, and even though we are some dastardly backhanded, Stanko salesmen from time to time, in reality, we're a big, happy family, and we like to support each other. So some of those people we support are the lovely people, the new responders, 5-0. They've been so gracious enough to bring us into their machinima content. Lovely, lovely work. If you want to check that out, highly recommend it. Especially the last episode, you might see a lot of Grey Fox in it. And the other ones, we're doing some charity work right now with the Free States Militia. Lovely people there too. Even though there's some dirty tax evaders, I'm looking at you there, Bobby. And we have also, it just keeps going. We have the Vultures, the Vulture Warlord, lovely people. Mothman Cultists with Gino, their high priest. Like, all these people have come together, and this is something we tried to do. Before we met any of them, we started something called the Roleplay Organization to go out and find these other groups. Lo and behold, little did I know that these other groups were doing the same damn thing. We all had the same idea that most communities that have multiple factions in them kind of fail because they're diluted. They don't really have a direction. But if you have a faction focused on one theme, it's rich, it's complex. You kind of like really get the flavor. And then if you have separate communities, all with rich flavor, come together in one narrative, overarching story, now that is something beautiful. And these communities that I mentioned are all filled with lovely, wonderful people that love to tell good stories. We're all very approachable. And we would be happy to help anyone who wants to learn more about the game, more about role-playing, acting, anything else. And our RPO is specifically designed to do that, to teach you. We teach classes on RP. We're starting up in January, a scheduled class every 2 weeks. And yeah, come by, say hi, and you will meet some lovely, lovely people. Trust me, if you look up any of those groups, you won't be disappointed.
Oh yeah, the Free
I
States.
hope that answered your question.
The free, a couple of the Free
Absolutely.
States members were just on the UWN earlier today with Jessica Starr.
Yes, that's why I'm calling Bobby a tax evader, because he had some things to say about me.
I know, it was so funny.
He took some shots. He took some indeed.
He's like, I'm his favorite tax evader. I was like, oh.
That's right. Well, I'll tell you what. I will say, I love them dearly, and they're not wrong. Okay. Gray Fox will say, "Thank you for that intelligence, and we will see you later." But
It is wild, though, how much you end up accidentally doing for the Enclave in the storyline, even if you don't want to, which is typically the hallmark of Fallout, but because this was an online game, I think you're a little bit restricted with how you can diversify the storyline and its choices. Like if this was a Fallout 5, for example, you'd probably have had the choice to say, no thank you, Enclave and Modus, you obviously sinister character, I'm going to go do this on my own. But Fallout 76 kind of forces you to help generate what the Enclave needed to eventually become the threat that they are in the future of the Fallout franchise, which is one of the coolest things I thought about this storyline, as we were talking about. But Skullie, do we have something from...
We do. So
Ooh,
let's,
so we have a little, a little treat.
Something.
Ooh, what do we have for our viewing audience?
We've got some promotional Enclave videos.
oh, I don't know where you got those.
No clue. They just showed up in my inbox, and I was like, okay.
The Silver Shroud liberated them from
Curse that Silver
Department of
Shroud.
Exactly. From the Department of Propaganda. I went in there in the dead of night, and it was all too easy, to be sure.
Oh my goodness, I love this. Okay, roll.
One day you will wake up and decide you want to make a difference, to rebuild the American dream. You will want to be part of a tradition, a philosophy of excellence, to advance the human race, organized into a comprehensive military system with training courses for all players. Founded by veterans to maintain the highest standard. Multiple options in PvE, PvP, and roleplay. The Enclave Armed Forces is the greatest fighting force the world has ever known, and will lead humanity into a brave new world. One Enclave, one America, now and forever.
And we're back.
Very impressive. That was lovely. But that reminds me, I actually got this interesting holotape, an ad for an old board game created by Astoundingly Awesome Tales. Should we
Yeah.
should we give that a listen?
We'll
Oh,
roll
yeah.
the commercial and switch over to Xbox.
Ah. But should we thank the guest first, I suppose?
Well, Foxy, are you gonna hang out with us for a little while longer?
Yeah, if you don't mind me just being on Pip-Boy, I'd love to stick around.
Absolutely, yeah. And for those of you who are just now joining, this was General Grey Fox of the Enclave Armed Forces.
All right.
But yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm reading it now. Urgent communique from the Guild of Antiquities. Calling all-time operatives, calling all-time operatives. Alistair, Alistair, the valorous Knight of Avalon, needs your help to find Synok, the elusive scribe lost in the 5th century. Play as the intrepid time-traveling historian K.D. Inkwell as she battles barbarians, unlocks hidden technologies, and saves her world from a quickly impending doom. What mysteries await? Will there be confusing terminology about theories of time travel? Will the writers decide if there's a causal time loop, or simply throw the time travel playbook out the door and dive through the proverbial wormhole of sloppy writing and inconsistencies for the sake of tying together loose ends created by different directors and producers? Who knows? But I'm sure you're dying to find out. Purchase the swell new game board from Astoundingly Awesome Tales, and start your epic journey today. For kids!
I was waiting for it.
Love that so much.
But yeah, new game board, everybody.
Yeah.
New season. New toys.
Ooh, let's look at the scoreboard while we wait for Triz to get here.
Yes.
I'll be right there. I'm costume changing like Katy Perry, but it includes logging in.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Just pretend I'm sitting at that table with the stealth boy on.
Yeah. Well, there's a
No,
radio somewhere in this camp.
Yes. This is an interesting
I heard
game
that.
board because it feels like obviously the meeting and melding of a couple genres. You got Arthur the Knights of the Round Table, obviously, but it's kind of mixed with, oh gosh, what's his name? The time cop, basically, from the
Doctor Who?
well, not Doctor Who, but it does have a hint of Doctor Who in there. But I was thinking about the
DC
oh
Legends?
geez, the DC, yeah, that
Yes,
guy
I know
from
exactly who
DC
you're talking
Legends of
about.
Tomorrow, who obviously wasn't just created for the show, but Rip Hunter, that's right,
Yes.
Rip Hunter, a Time Lord, which it's interesting because you could tell there's always been a lot of share between the Doctor Who universe and comics in general. Like, I imagine some comic book writers have gotten a lot of inspiration from Doctor Who and vice versa. Because a lot of Doctor Who things always reminded me of Dr. Fate and things like that. But anyway, it's a really cool game board this season, I would say.
Yeah.
I'm in love with that knight. Look at that guy.
Fuck yeah.
He's
Don't
clean.
even say-
He's
yeah, man.
powerful. Oh yeah.
Don't
It's right
even
up there
say-
with my clean toilet.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. This season is introducing the flare for backpacks. The little
Yes.
keychains.
Let's see. There it is. There's a red rocket flare.
So many clean things. A clean industrial fan for your bunker. I mean, come on.
Right.
Oh man.
Clean filing cabinets for all those documents. Clearly, Scully stole a holotape.
Oh geez, I'm looking at the clean toilet. It looks so glorious.
And it comes
I
with
mean-
toilet paper.
Look at that, man. I mean, what?
There it is. It's so nice. We
Can
can't
we have a moment of silence for the purity of it?
just,
Yeah.
we can't sit on it, but you know we're gonna merge seats
Oh, we're
into
gonna
that.
merge. It's gonna get merged, pal.
I don't need to sit on it. I just need to pray to it.
Yeah.
To the
Oh
Mothman
man.
prey.
That's right.
I'm sure you know the trick, don't you, for photo mode while doing an emote?
Yes.
Do you know General Grey Fox?
Oh, I think so. I think. But why don't you fill me in just in case?
Ah, yes. So, for our viewers at home, if you, right when you do an emote, and I mean as fast as you possibly can, you press pause and go into photo mode. If you do it fast enough, you are in photo mode while you are doing that emote. And that's how a lot of people get these shots where you're like, how did they get that shot of them doing the Mothman dance? Or insert your favorite emote. And that is how. It has to be as fast as you can, okay, pals? But yeah, that's how you do it.
Ta-da!
So everybody can worship toilets together. It's going to be great. But it's funny that it took so long in a way to get these clean items. I was always surprised they didn't do like a clean bathroom set like a year ago when they started doing some clean items. Because like everybody wants a clean toilet, clean bathtub, clean sink. We want it.
My guys have a theory that it's one per season.
Oh,
Because we got the sink the first season.
Next season will be a clean
Yeah.
bathtub.
Maybe. Or an institute shower. That would be cool.
Oh, I need that shower in the wasteland. Oh my god.
Don't we all? Clean
I'll be
shower.
honest, looking through this, there are a lot of cool items that I want. And there were cool items last season, don't get me wrong. But besides the glass walls, there was... To be fair, some of it was really crazy, cool, innovative stuff that had a lot of moving parts, like the train. That was wild, you know? There was the foosball table, the Duck Hunter arcade-style shooting game. Like, those were incredible. But for some reason, I know for a lot of people didn't really grab their imagination like the first season did. But I think this one is really cool. Has some items that I really want. That Stein, dude. That like unicorn Pegasus Stein.
Right? Yeah.
Mhm.
I am all about that doctor ally out of your camp.
Yeah, and that's really interesting too. The introduction of some more allies. Now, is that
Yeah.
Fallout first only, or what does the first mean?
The
Oh, that means
first
you get
is-
lunchboxes too. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just an extra.
Well, that's
It's a bonus.
A little bonus, a little extra.
See, that's nice because it's giving us, I think, more of a reward to justify the pain of Fallout First, in my opinion.
Mhm.
You know, it's like there were some months there where it was like, "Where's our stuff?" But I think they've been really delivering over the last 4 months or so. I think they've really been turning it up a notch for Fallout Firsters and making it more worth it. And remember, people at home, I know you might not agree with it, but Fallout First, getting that gets you a lot of atoms. One, every month you're getting those atoms, you're getting it back, and then some. And plus, it's like, how do we imagine that they're gonna keep making content for this game? Well, it's capitalism, baby, and you need to give them money for them to create things for us to enjoy. So that's one of the great ways to do so, and it benefits you in the end.
I'm so happy you said that because this has been a big debate for a lot of people in our circle. It's like, I'm sorry, but if you want more Enclave stuff or more Brotherhood stuff or whatever, it doesn't. Magic fairies don't deliver it in the night. They got people got to get paid for it, right? So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Also,
Well,
one of
yeah.
one of the coolest things on this scoreboard is the photo mode poses.
Yeah.
They're actually up
Yeah.
in the air, which is just so fucking
Dude.
cool.
I was wondering. I was like, am
Yeah.
I going to be jumping in the air on the floor? Oh, that's so cool, though.
Yeah.
Because I know Greg, Gamer Redefined, another great friend of the show, he hit on his Atomic Shop Tuesday. That dude, that rapscallion, he bought his way through the board right when it came out.
No, that was Nakari who did that.
Oh, that was
he-
Nakari?
Yeah, it was Nakari.
The
who did
president
that.
himself!
The Enclave, I guess, are branch of the Xbox.
Yeah.
yeah, they're on Xbox, I believe. I've
Yes.
seen them on Twitter. Really nice people, from what I understand. I haven't had the opportunity to really roleplay with them. It's interesting that they have a president, so I wouldn't mind hearing their backstory one day. Because in the lore, our president is still alive, Dick Richardson II. So it's interesting.
Yeah, they had a panel during the CivilCon too. Nakari went through all of it. So yeah, it'd be pretty interesting to see
We-
both of you
yeah,
guys
man.
together.
We really
Yeah.
need to set you up with Somo and Nakari, because they do a lot. they got a very expansive universe themselves. So it'd be really cool to hear you guys talk, honestly.
Well,
Oh yeah.
But yes, what a season! I mean,
Right?
I don't know, I'm
exciting.
stoked, and it's
I'm-
wild because
I'm in
Oh,
love
go
with this
ahead.
outfit.
hell yeah,
Right?
Look at it.
This is gonna
It's
be
amazing.
This is gonna be Skullie's outfit when she's not working the cafe. Like,
I love
she's gonna
it.
wear.
So good.
Yeah.
I love that backpack that goes with it. It's really cool. I don't know. It's wild because for a lot of us who are gamers in general, there's a lot of new games coming out right now. It's an exciting time. A lot of new seasons are just starting for this game and other games. But I don't know. It's wild. I'm excited to do this. I was kind of holding off a little bit on the Brotherhood of Steel story to kind of do it in tandem with this. So it's a nice season. We got some nice content and more to come. Obviously, I think some new data mines have actually been released recently.
I saw one relating to the Enclave.
Oh,
Yes.
Yes, some snazzy general's outfit.
I gotta really talk to my Secret Service people about closing these documents because I mean I don't know where you get info. Yes, there's a new Enclave outline coming. It's a uniform change, and it's supposed to be the officer uniform for intelligence officers, which is
that's
cool
awesome.
because there is the Department of the Army in the Enclave lore, not my lore, Bethesda's lore. Department of the Army has intelligence operatives, so it should be interesting.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
That's exciting.
And speaking
Mhm.
of data mines, do we want to jump into the atomic shop, guys?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
let's
Oh my
do
God.
it.
By the way, what the hell does bubblegum do?
So it lasts for a whole hour versus 5 minutes or something like that.
Okay. Very well.
So in case you're
And it
all out of
refills-
syringes,
Yep, it refills your health and food bar too.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's like one of those survival syringes, but better.
but it lasts for an hour, correct?
Yep.
It's an everlasting gobstopper for Fallout.
Is it maybe for kids?
If you could have the chewing bubblegum emote, I would get 15 guys in uniform lined up in front of the White
Yes!
Springs.
I
blowing
would
bubbles.
demand
Oh
a
my
picture
goodness.
of that.
That
We
be
would.
cool.
Scully knows it. The first time we were invited to PAX, we did a little thing with Scully and video with her, and it was we had max 24 people in the server there, all Enclave. It was cool.
That was so cool.
So amazing. That's so cool. I remember you recording that. I was kind of jealous. Just be there. I didn't want to be in the video. I just wanted to be in there.
Ooh, maybe next time we record something with the Enclave, Triz can be an extra.
Yeah.
Well, she's already an honorary member, as far as I'm concerned.
See, I'll just go get snacks for everybody. Bubblegum, lots of them. All right, guys, let's get going.
Exciting week in the Atomic Shop, man.
Right?
The new Christmas items have been added.
Yeah. Triz, do you want to take
Mhm.
this one? Because I know you love Christmas.
I'm possibly the only one in the team that absolutely adores Christmas. Like, honestly, I need to send you pictures of what my gaming room looks like. My upstairs is disgusting. So I'm happy. I'm really sad that they, again, dragged their feet on releasing Christmas stuff so late into the month. It should have dropped immediately right after Thanksgiving or the week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And so I'm really hoping that they release a little bit more next week, or they'll bring back some of the OG Christmas items. But all right, for those Fallout First members or new ones, make sure you grab your Vault Lobby Shelter. It is still there, available for you for free. Starting on our bundles. The bundles were released this week, so that's really exciting. And if my phone cuts off, Fan, you gotta take over, or Skullie. All right,
Okay.
so following that is the Santa Sleigh Girl Sleigh Power Armor Bundle. This Power Armor Bundle color actually comes with a Power Armor paint, and it's gorgeous. It's amazing. I'm not gonna get it because I'm Nuka-Cola girl all the way, but it's gorgeous. It has like the filigree of the gold and the red of the Santa's jacket, so it's really awesome. Following that is the rotating color wheel lamp. All right, so I know a lot of kids who are playing this are probably too young to remember what a color wheel is, but it just pretty much reflects lights as it rotates around, and you can put it in front of like the Christmas tree, your wall. Think 60s, think 70s, think your grandma with a wood panel basement. I probably burnt myself on these things so many times growing up as a kid. And that is going for either $250 a la carte or as part of the bundle as well. What's that?
Oh, it's actually $1,500 for the bundle.
Oh no, yeah, it's $1,500 for the bundle, but it's $250 a la carte.
Also, did you guys notice? Look what's showing up next to it on my screen.
The adjustment.
Oh, it's so pretty.
It's delicious. Look at that.
Yeah, I know, it's awesome. After that, it's the Majestic Santa throne. Hey, Foxy, do you have a throne?
I have more than one throne.
Yes.
You can take your pick and sit in whichever one you want.
Only if you're in that first. Okay, so that comes with the bundle, and as well the Santa one, and of course the stocking set, which is adorable. So you can put enough stockings for yourself and your whole entire squad, or just for yourself because you're greedy. And it comes with a Slocum Joe's, a VAULT-TEC, and a Nuka-Cola colored stocking. So there's 3 different choices, which is actually really, really cool. Now, if you do not want to buy the 1,500 atom bundle, which if you like all of this, I recommend getting it because honestly, the way it's priced, you just save more money that way. You can just get the Power Armor paint for $1,200 on its own. And it can pretty much go in almost every single one of them.
I even put it on my T65 just to check, and it looks great.
Doesn't it? It's sexy. It's a sexy red color for sure.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then let's see what that. Now, if you also want to just buy the Santa throne, I think that one by itself is. Let's see. So I think it's 500.
Yes, it is.
Okay. And then the stocking set also comes by itself as well, and I believe that is 500 as well.
The stocking set is only $250 actually.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, so it's $250.
It's not bad at all.
No, it's great, guys. You can put as many. Now it doesn't come in a row like that. You can actually individually put them up, no matter where, however you want them. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So
I was wondering that.
I've got them diagonally on the wall behind us.
I know, so cute.
So looking at these pictures, you're telling me that somebody at Bethesda's OCD about keeping them straight, eh?
Yep.
Well,
look
if
at
you
that.
know of any of the builders I know, it's perfectly aligned just fine and seamlessly.
Well, I mean, on the fireplace.
It's a little off center.
Yeah.
The VAULT-TEC is closer to the edge than the Nuka-Cola. I mean, I'm just saying. I think we would freak out. I would freak out about that. I would have to do it and redo it until it was absolutely perfect. That's just obsessive, actually. It's not OCD, to be fair.
Yep.
There's no.
Oh my god!
It's not weird.
Okay, so,
Stop looking at it.
Rotating color wheel lamp. Quick, focus on that. 250 atoms. Again, that's really cool. But look, guys, there's a clean VAULT-TEC refrigerator. All right, guys, I'm gonna ask you a question. Is anyone else having issues finding the refrigerators in their build menu? I can't find it.
Isn't it?
Are you trying to place it? Are you trying to place it in your camp or in your vault?
My refrigerator, my basic one, and my camp.
Okay, because there are a number of items that just aren't allowed in the vaults for whatever reason, right? So
I think anything that's linked to your inventory.
Yeah, I've seen. I've seen refrigerators in shelters, and
really,
yeah.
Well, that's good.
But like the wooden cooler one that comes with the log cabin bundle, I've seen people place that one in the camp,
Mm.
but I'm talking above ground. I can't find my refrigerator underneath the appliances, whatever. So
Uh-oh.
That's weird.
hopefully they'll fix that. Yeah.
Yeah, there were a couple
Um,
of bug issues in the build menu after this patch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
load
so
it.
I'm really-
Check now.
Yeah, if you can. So hopefully,
really
though,
cool.
this VAULT-TEC refrigerator, it's a really cool.
Yeah.
I like it. It's really awesome, but I'm not going to get it until the refrigerator bug fixes itself.
Yeah, I'm waiting till it comes back on sale, but I definitely want that one because it has that vintage aesthetic to it.
Yes.
Like,
Mhm.
oh,
Mhm.
Yeah.
But that's the weird thing. There's no timer on the Christmas bundle or these
No.
items. So what is that?
Right.
Potentially 3 months?
yeah.
The way how it rotates everything, at least till January. The aluminum, the aluminium, and the aluminium. Those are all.
Aluminum.
See, my tongue. It's not working. The trees are back! Yay! I think they were what, $350, I believe.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I just got them on PS4, but they're back. They're shiny. They're glittery. They're metallic-y. I was really hoping for new Christmas trees, but yeah. They're fun. They come either plain or completely decorated. Let's see. After that is the gift emote, and that one should be free, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I should check on PC.
It's a
I
very
believe it
popular
should-
emote. Yeah,
it should be free. It previously was. I thought it was like a permanent item in the Atomic Shop, honestly. So I was surprised that it actually wasn't in there for a while.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But it's back, so make sure you guys pick that up. And oh yeah, one more thing. Fallout First members, the Christmas fast travel shelter is back. Grab it now. And I was so happy it came back.
Yes.
So
Oh, the tent skin?
yeah, the
Yeah.
tent skin. It's back.
It's wild because I took a brief break around last Christmas. I was playing, I think, Destiny at the time,
Mhm.
but I missed that, and then I came back. I was like, oh, damn it, because I was right after Fallout First had come out, and everybody got that skin. I was like, how do I get that skin? Because you look at your normal tent, you're like, this is bogus. Like I want it, but it's very cool to see that back.
Yeah, it's really awesome. So that's free. I just wanted to throw that out there to make sure any Fallout First members grab that Christmas skin. It's so cheer.
Yes.
So Triz,
Yes.
just to answer your question, I'm in my camp testing it right now. VAULT-TEC fridge you can place above ground in your camp, but you cannot place a fridge in your vault.
Okay, so I saw the Fluff. She has the ice cooler box. It's
I
in her
wonder if it was
shelter,
if it was a bug and they forgot to take
Maybe.
it out.
and
I
she
would
got
think
it
it's
in
a-
there before today.
You'd think it's a bug because it's linked to your inventory.
Where did you find that refrigerator, Foxy?
It's in appliances,
How
and
come I
it's
couldn't find it?
go to
weird.
the normal fridge that you have there, and you just click over a couple.
Oh, okay. I was good. Maybe I was just being impatient.
You're like, I want my fridge now.
I do.
It's my fridge and I want it now.
As an herbivore, I like having all the extra XP bonus foods in there. So
I really hope they figure out whatever the issue is when it comes to vaults and placing items that are linked to your inventory, because I imagine that's the issue. Just like all the different vendor glitches we've seen, duping glitches we've seen, it always has to do with an item that's linked to your inventory, whether it's a vendor or the punch bowl, etc., or all the because while everybody, I imagine, especially with the Enclave, don't we all want a bunker that shows our fracking weapons?
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
That'd be
I have one of the 3 spaces already reserved. I've already blueprinted it like on my laptop. That's how much nerdy I am about it. It's going to be an armory with like rows of power armor and guns and racks and I'm waiting for it because like I'm serious. Like people need to stop duping. And I don't really care what the excuses they come up with, because it's literally ruining the building opportunities for a lot of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. And it causes a lot of setbacks. And like I always tell people, it's like instead of concentrating on making the game better, they have to constantly concentrate on us messing with the game. And some of those dupes had very real consequences for the stability of sessions and the Amazon servers in general. So it's like, in this game, I don't know, man. I didn't get helped. I played through the game. I made money by checking out the market with vendors, and it wasn't that terribly difficult. Yeah, the cap limit can be somewhat frustrating at times when you're trying to sell and make money quickly. It does take some time, but it's like I never saw it as a game where I felt like I really needed to dupe anything to make money or get resources or anything like that. So it's like, just if you feel like you need to dupe, just go make some friends and they'll help you out. So seek out the Enclave armed forces. They'll help you out.
Oh, yeah.
Several of our members, just because the game's the way it is, some of them stopped using legendaries. Like, it's too easy,
Oh, yeah.
Some of the legendaries, absolutely. Some of the god rolls, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
But I digress. We are still talking about the atomic shop. My bad.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so shelters
Oh.
is the next one. I'm done with the happy holidays.
I'll take
Well,
it.
yeah, do it, Skullie.
So we've still got the Vault Atrium shelter if you haven't picked that up for 1,800 atoms. It's huge.
So sorry.
I was waiting. That's why I paused. But yes, so I've seen a lot of cool stuff built with this so far. Universal was making I think it was a T-Fighter. And it was like freaking the fuck out when I saw pictures of it. I was like, oh my god, that's amazing!
Oh yeah, it was very cool.
Yes, so a lot of space to make like really cool structures in here, like even just floating ones. It's amazing. So I honestly think that's definitely worth the 1,800 atoms. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm gonna wait for new shelters that aren't VAULT-TEC themed, and then I'll throw my money at Bethesda.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine if they make Enclave like Fraction, not Responders because we all died out, but like the Free States and the Enclave shelters? That'd be really cool.
Well, they're coming, eh? They've confirmed in a data mine just recently the existence of a Brotherhood shelter.
Oh
And
my gosh.
The fact is like, we all love the Brotherhood. I love the Brotherhood. Just put it on record, okay? I really do. But no, I almost made a Brotherhood community, but I chose Enclave instead. Fact is, though, like it or not, the Enclave is a very sellable IP. There's absolutely no way they're not going to want to cash in on Enclave themes like that as well. So if a Brotherhood bundle is coming and a Brotherhood shelter is coming, there's no way there's not going to be an Enclave one.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's the aesthetic of the Enclave. It's really clean, but also like that dark aesthetic that I think makes everything look so cool inside of their bunker. And you can imagine what shelters would look like. And I know we've seen some data mines about all the varieties we're going to see with shelters. And really, the core is the limit, as it were. Like,
Yes.
there's going to be quite a variety, I think, when they're said and done. And I know that, for people like me, my dream is I want a secret superhero underground base, obviously. So it's like we'll see a lot of options for that. And it reminds me of the way Fallout 4 went. First is the Vault theme stuff, and then instead of letting the modding community make all the varieties, they're actually going to do it themselves, which is tight. So no, I think we have a lot of exciting things in store.
Speaking of exciting things, guys, if you haven't noticed yet, the Shelter Catwalk bundle is back in the Atomic Shop.
Which is funny, it's not shown on my screen.
Oh my goodness.
No, because I already bought it, remember?
What?
Like,
Yeah.
I got it with the first hour, and I
Yeah,
took it
the
away.
first hour.
Yeah, but it's not on my screen anymore at all.
Oh,
None of it.
It definitely
Oh.
had to have been an issue with the bundle and the bundle tab and the, you know, adjusting your cost thing like that. So
Yeah.
it is back. I have bought some of it already, so showing a little cheaper. The original cost is 1,500 atoms. So this includes the vault catwalk, the utility wall shelf, the illuminated vault signs, the abstract flooring and foundations, the, you know, carpet. Let's see, the circle fluorescent light and the long fluorescent light. Also comes with the trees. I really like those trees.
Mm-hmm.
So that's still available. We also have the Shelter's mainframe bundle, which comes with all of the fun terminals. Guys, we don't need Sophia anymore, like Rux said.
I know. I got rid of
Don't
her
you
so
dare
fast.
besmirch her name in front of me.
Sorry.
I think Triz, you were there for it during Rux's stream, but he's all like,
Yep.
all right, so thank you for all your hard work, but we're gonna have to let you go. He's like saying goodbye to Sophia.
Come on, guys, have a heart. Keep it down. The girl's got a headache.
Right? Oh, I'm gonna be so
2
glad to hear
years.
her.
A year.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I'm sure Fenwa will still keep her around because he loves Sophia.
I will. She is the mistress to my shroud. I need her.
Oh.
Aww. So yes, guys, this bundle
Oh my
is
god, can I just say...
Oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just going to say, Renee in chat, just to play off of your atrium, you said it's worth it? Yeah, I think it's definitely worth it now because Renee said she's making a jetpack racetrack in her atrium.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That
I gotta
sounds
see
like
that.
so much fun.
Well, that's the beauty of the freedom of building within the shelter, and we've heard before that they want to bring those mechanics out to your normal camp as well, like that
That'd be
freedom
nice.
to just play. Because that's the thing. It's like why did they build in so many strange restrictions that didn't even exist in Fallout 4, the building mechanics? And I know it's been frustrating, but it's also led to so much really cool innovation within the community. But can you imagine like what some of the amazing builders we know, including you, Skullie, and you, freaking Torta, what are some of the amazing things that people are gonna do once that leaves the vault and is available on camps too? Like, we're gonna see so much cool stuff. Like, let's be real, this game has really developed its building niche as a community. That's one of the biggest parts of it, is our love for building and the creativity you can see, and the
Yes.
the machinimas you can create because of it, etc. So it's just, I'm glad they're finally leaning into that and recognizing that and knowing that that's what we want, man. It's like, let us build.
Yes.
Sorry.
So,
Wow. He wipes his sweat off his brow.
oh my goodness.
Never apologize for passion.
So, if you want to build those mainframes without Sophia, this bundle is 1,500 atoms. It includes the mainframe set, the VAULT-TEC locker bay, more carpets, the artificial tree, which is actually a light, the deck fan, and this nice little light set here. The lamp set. I really like that studio looking light. Like, oh my god. I love those. I love industrial decor. So industrial lamps. I even have an industrial lamp in my room. So yeah, that one was just like, sold. So that's available. And then these, of course, are by themselves. You have the mainframe set, which is 700 atoms. Your girl's waiting for that to go on sale.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I'm just like,
For
I'll
real.
wait. I'll wait till they're like, it's leaving and it's discounted. And I'm like, yay!
Got it. It was on sale.
Yeah.
It's not how much you spend; it's how much you saved.
Exactly.
Has anyone else had to buy atoms in the last 2 months? Because I think I've blown through 10,000 atoms in the last couple months. Like I swear.
Oh yeah. I got my.
Holy Mothman!
I
That's a
literally
lot of.
logged in just now and went shopping because I had my allowance, and I was like, "Yay!"
I get mine on Christmas Eve.
Ooh, that's a nice Christmas present to yourself, though.
Ah, yes, I shall thank Odin for his gift upon me.
Yeah, the VAULT-TEC locker bay is 500 atoms by itself. I don't think this is worth 500 atoms, but
It's not. It's probably worth 250, if that.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I got it as part of the bundle, so I would never buy it by myself for sure.
yeah. And then we have the carpets. I like this gray one. It's really pretty. I'm gonna use that a lot. I think this was 300, right?
The
Decor.
yes, it's
Yeah.
300. The deco car. The best part about it, let's be real, is the pun name, the Carpeteria. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like that.
And
That's good.
There's no carpets to match the rugs, guys. Sorry about that.
Oh.
Ooh.
I mean, rug versions of these would have been nice too, but I guess I'll just have to pretend my little square foundation is a rug.
Yes.
And then of course we have the vault lamp set by itself. This was also 300, right?
I'm not sure because I bought it, and it's not on this week's. It's on last week's. Hold on, I'm not sure what it is. Does
Yeah,
anybody
but
know?
those Nixie tube wall lamps are amazing. Actually, the whole lamp set is.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh god, you know all of my lighting is gonna be this now. I'm gonna go buy it on PlayStation later with my
Yeah.
allowance.
Like the fluorescent light set.
No,
It's the Hollywood floor
The-
lamps.
those.
yeah, the vault lamp. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
they're so
yeah.
snazzy.
I got my first atoms today, so I'm just like, I got my allowance. It's time to go shopping. Yeah, so I think those are 300 atoms. I want to say they were because I had 665 atoms left.
I
and then
think you're right.
I bought 2 things here, so it has to be 300.
Yeah, I also bought those because I had to. But 300 atoms, is that right, chat? Anyway, the Vault Lamp set, wonderful item.
Yes, and then you have the artificial tree, which is 250, and that's also a lamp, guys. Don't be confused. It's not a decoration. It looks like something you would see at a rundown casino as you're leaving Vegas.
Yeah.
I actually have a few up on my PlayStation camp, and they're so tacky. They were amazing. So I put like a row of them, and like my light up flamingos in between.
Oh my goodness.
So the Triz is for the after party then, right?
God, it's so horrible. I love it so bad.
Oh my goodness. And then of course you also have the deck fan. The wall-mounted one. I'm not gonna get this one because I saw that box, the clean box fan in the score, so I'm just like, I'm gonna get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Wait
saw
to
that
see.
afterwards. I'm like, damn it,
Yeah. They slipped this in before the scoreboard to get us.
bastards!
They're like, I got you. That's 250 in our pockets. Yeah, that's it for this tab.
Ah. Shall I do the next then? Let's see.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, looking at the next shelters tab, build your vault. Let's look. Ooh, if you don't like getting gold bullion in-game for free, you can also spend your atoms to get lunchboxes. Open a lunchbox for you and your friends. You and players nearby receive an XP boost and a random buff effect for an hour. For odds and effects information, visit help greater than lunchboxes. Say what?
Guys, was this here before? The unlock for Skullie, which is my current character, unlocked for another character.
What?
Yeah, they had it in since the first scoreboard.
Oh my
I see.
goodness! I never noticed that.
So
Well, that's
those
interesting.
yeah, so when you unlock it, you can usually apply towards the like the free ones for the atomic shop. Yeah, it'll tell you what character you want to apply it for.
Oh,
So
Wow.
yeah,
You just taught me something. I've never purchased those, so
yeah. So when they were giving away like the free scrap boxes and the free repair kits, it will ask you what character you want to apply it for when you unlock
Really?
it.
oh my goodness!
Well, that's good that they're including more information though now in the
Yeah.
atomic shop itself. But next to that, let's see. We have the Vault Catwalk. Add some new structure and flow to your CAMP and shelters with these catwalks. Were you in theater as a kid and you really enjoy? The best part about being in theater was walking on the catwalks. I don't know why, but next to that, the pun returns on this page. The Carpeteria floor set. Wonderful. Furnish your CAMP and shelters with these 4 Carpeteria floors and foundations. Includes the Abstrate, the Checkers, the Tiles, and Purple Ferns floors. You know they're learning because they didn't write floors after every single one of those words. So that's a step forward. That's really tight.
One of them's watching, like, guys, they're making fun of us.
They made fun. I apologize. I know it's not nice to get made fun of, but if they're watching, I'm sorry, but sometimes it's just funny.
Is anyone else bothered by the fact that these foundations are not laid out right?
It always bothers
I'm not
me.
paying attention. I'm not paying
Like-
attention right now for that.
The
I
horror.
imagine whoever has to do that probably gets rushed and has a lot on their plate. But like, just hire an intern to build one square displays. Hire somebody from Instagram. Hire somebody from Twitter for free, because a lot of us would be willing to do it. I can guarantee that. Because whenever I see their little corner displays for items, I'm like, who did that? Like, who diagonally placed a painting between 2 windows in a corner? Who did that? Like, how many houses have you seen in your life, pal? Like, please. Whew, I'm okay. All right, so if buying 15 lunchboxes at once was too much for you, try getting 6 for 250 atoms, which is... Don't do that.
Nope.
But if you really want to, you can do it. Open a lunchbox for you and your friends. And if that was just too rich for your blood and you want even less of a deal, get 1 lunchbox for 50 atoms. So really, my suggestion is if you really want lunchboxes with atoms, get the 500 atom pack. That's the best deal for the best bang for your buck there, sport.
Or go earn some gold and go buy them at Foundation.
Just
Or
go
earn them on the
some gold.
scoreboard.
Yeah, make some friends who have lunchboxes. Like, more power to you if you want to buy it, but I don't usually recommend buying that or repair kits from the Atomic Shop because buy cool looking stuff for yourself, pal.
Exactly.
It's much more fun.
I love how it's become common courtesy in game that if you open a lunchbox, someone else around you opens a lunchbox, and then someone else opens one. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is so sweet.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's true, Renee. Save your atoms. Spend more gold. I mean, we already
Save your
bought.
Adams Ryder. Samuel. Anyway, so next to that, finally, we have the utility wall shelf, which was added to the game recently, but it's still such a great item to have in Fallout 76. I love it. And it's for 300 atoms. Display your favorite collections with a utility wall shelf.
I wish I
And-
could junk on that though.
Oh, right. Well, it would be interesting if, hopefully, they introduce a, display case version of wall shelves. Because first is getting the wall shelves in, I imagine, and then it's probably on their minds, I would imagine, all things considered. And next to that, we have the fluorescent light set for 300 atoms, and all of these don't have a timer on it, so we can be assured that they'll be in the Atomic Shop for quite some time. So bring a refined but industrial touch to your CAMP or shelter with these new fluorescent lights. Includes a long and circle fluorescent light. Ooh la la. Interesting. But as you can see, they're that obviously the bright white fluorescent.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
as somebody mentioned in chat earlier, when are we getting those ceilings? Because we all want them, and we're all waiting. So next to that, we have the illuminated signs, a classic addition to any vault setup for 300 atoms. Make sure your visitors don't get lost in your shelter or CAMP with these illuminated vault signs. Wonderful. Look at that. We got all the classics there for you. Now, this next one, another great addition to the flora of the game. The potted tree for 300 atoms. Really nice. Bring a manageable natural touch to where you live with this potted tree. Wonderful.
I love
Vault
the
themed, of
colors.
course. Yeah, those are great leaves. Let's be real. Now, let's see. On this next page, would you care to do the honors, General Gray Fox?
Oh, absolutely. Let me see here. My one stream is a little delayed.
Oh. You don't have to.
Maybe it's best if I don't, just because I'm delayed by maybe 4 or 5 seconds. So
Oh, goodness.
Well, that's all right. But yeah, if you don't have your game up.
okay, let's see here.
I'm actually raising up my hand like, me.
Skullie, take it away. Popcorn.
Go ahead, Scully. I'm loading back into the game.
Because I love this, this bundle here is the contemporary housing. Guys, if you didn't pick this up before, definitely pick it up now. I have no idea how much it costs because I've already
It
bought
does
it.
not come with the porch veranda now.
Oh.
There is no porch set with this one now. Just sorry to interrupt. It's just the walls.
Oh,
Well, I mean, the half-wall windows are still cool, though.
Yeah, I don't know. Everything else
Fancy.
about it is it's still very cool, but yeah, there's no porch setting this time with it.
So it's probably discounted because it doesn't have the porch.
It's just a new wall kit. And
Yeah.
that's how it's labeled. With the most horrendous matching door, and I hate the ceiling in this picture.
Yeah, it bothers me.
It hurts
you're
my
really selling it to me, Triz.
It hurts.
us how you really feel.
They did their best. It looks good, honey.
Like the adorable macaroni art your child comes home with. Like, oh, it's so pretty.
What is it? It's you.
Why do I have
Nice.
4 legs? But yes,
Smooth.
so this is
Were you saying that
back.
it... Oh, sorry. Were you saying you didn't... Because it does have the porch set in it. It says that. But I think
So-
what you're seeing is it's crossed out because you already own it.
So mine
Right?
says contemporary housing kit. Add
Yeah.
a welcoming feel to your camp with this new wall kit.
Yeah, but then it says contemporary porch kit. What do you look
May-
Oh, so
Maybe because I
Yeah.
do own it. That's why it's not appearing on my
Oh, wait,
screen.
sorry. You're not looking at the bundle, you're looking at the contemporary housing. Ah, never mind.
Yeah.
Ignore me.
I can never ignore you, but this time.
Mm-hmm.
What am
We
I
could never
looking at?
ignore the Silver Shroud.
No, this is wild, though. My page is completely different than yours.
oh wow.
Crazy. Okay.
Really?
Ooh, they
Yeah, because...
Well, did you want me to do the next one?
Wait.
What?
I will finish this tab and then I'll give you the last tab, the
Yeah, you get
specials.
this.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there's also the contemporary wood floors. Comes with the dark cherry and the funky wood one. I only use this as an entryway. I never use it as a full flooring. Also, I still want that stash box.
Yeah.
Oh my, in the third picture?
Yes, it looks like
Oh my
Pandora's
gosh.
box to me, and I'm like, I want it.
Those look great.
That's so cool. It should be something out of like a treasure hunters bundle or something, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe someday. Yes, that's also available. I have all these, so I have no idea how much these are going to cost you guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I think it's on this week. Hold on one second.
Oh, just me,
The-
Emily. Thank you for the raid of 50 raiders. Wow.
Oh
wonderful
my
that-
gosh.
So many nice fellow dwellers, but the
Wow, guys.
communal that is 500 atoms. The
Oh, the
communal fire pit.
Okay. So the communal fire pit is 500 atoms. So this gives you the well-rested bonus just by sitting on it.
Mm-hmm.
Just by sitting on it. I'll let that. Just gonna leave it at that.
You can
It's getting hot in here. Stoke the fire.
Woo!
I mean, the room got awfully crowded. So many bodies, so close together. Wait, what were we talking about? Sorry. The
I don't
raiders got me
know.
all flustered.
The bench looks a little hard to sit on, though.
Oh my goodness. I mean,
The-
who doesn't want something hard and sturdy to sit on?
I would
Hard.
not. I
And
would
we
not.
lose 50 viewers.
And they are
There we go.
Not have
gone.
that well-rested
Goodbye.
bonus. I would definitely not have that well-rested bonus. I'd be like, well, never mind. Well spent bonus.
The well-spent bonus.
The dehydrated bonus.
I'm just gonna eject myself from chat now.
Ejected.
I should really turn that eject command into a eject and at.
Where's my vertebrate? Getting out of here.
Look at that plant. You should probably talk about the phallic-looking tubular plant.
Wait! She hates that word.
It doesn't remind me of phallic. It reminds
Oh my guys!
A pallet of phallics. But
I'm dead.
what's
Just rejected me.
Skullie? What's next to the fire pit?
The carnivorous
segue.
plant, guys. This looks really great when you drop merge your balls into it.
Are you saying it's a
Plasma balls.
man-eater?
It's a what?
A man-eater? Carnivorous?
Yes. The labia tree.
Well, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Welcome to the after hours, guys. The late night show.
Ooh, yes, we are the late night show for a reason.
So,
So,
the chat can tell us how many shades of red they think Scully's already become, you know?
I'm fanning my face because it's getting warmer and warmer in this room.
Well. Well, maybe you can cool yourself off with the next item.
Yes, the rustic water mill, guys. So you have two options for this one if you don't already know. You can use it as a generator, or you can use it as a decorative piece in your body of water.
Or junkyard.
wait, does it work in a junkie? Oh, well, I guess you could put it there.
Sorry, my enclave is showing. Excuse me.
Quite alright.
Oh my goodness. And of course, we have another Christmas item tucked away in this tab, the colored string lights. They come in different versions, the solid, blinking, and twinkling. Twinkling being my favorite. It's so cute.
Twinkling and blinking. Yes, they're two separate mods.
Yep.
Because some people like,
And then Foxy, we'll let you take this last tab.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. This might not be wise. So, so the special tab this time around is not very Enclave, but they're festive nonetheless. We have a look at the Santatron station first. Now, this thing is lovely. We just put it up, and last year we had this great time where it gives you Christmas presents. And if you can, in fact, drop them in the workshops to start harvesting your Christmas presents, just make sure you use your private room, your private world. Otherwise, people might come and steal them on you. So let's see what it says. Ho, ho, ho! Have you been naughty or nice? I think we've been a little naughty this season. Santatron will give you toys, sweets, and if you're on the bad list, coal. You're getting coal, Skullie. All items are deposited in the container attached to its station. This item cannot be built inside of a shelter Why the hell not? I want a robotic butler. I don't know about you.
Truth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Do you guys know how much it is? I've already bought that.
I believe this one's free.
Yeah, this
Yes.
week. Yeah, it's free, like it was last season.
Gratis. Yes.
So,
Nice.
but if you play this skin to your current bot, you do have the options of whatever skins you have available reflects what it can gather.
Mm-hmm. And if you think that you'd rather have your normal junk station, it's actually pretty good. Just today, I got 3 fully intact Buttercup toys. Those things are loaded with screws.
Oh.
Damn.
All right. I'm going to keep going before the giggle starts. Shelter's poster. You know what this is? It's silly but great at the same time. Start building your shelter today. I love the art. Just to put it out there, I love the art and the aesthetics for Fallout, you know?
Doesn't this one remind you of the Archie comics?
It does.
Oh, yeah.
It really does.
So much.
So that's like VAULT-TEC Betty right there?
Yes.
VAULT-TEC Betty. Oh my gosh.
Archie, you in there? No, Archie's a super mutant. Sorry.
Archie ran off with Veronica. What are you talking about?
Veronica's probably a name like that. She's probably a mistress of mysteries by now.
Probably.
But wait, are we talking about the new and like sexier and edgier Riverdale?
No.
Oh
Like,
gosh.
Oh,
no.
okay, because it's so like, oh, dude, it's
I'm-
so like Archie's
tell me you-
sexy now.
Please tell me you flicked your bangs when you did that.
Maybe.
I couldn't watch it. I couldn't bring myself to crawl up the rippling mountain of abs that are in that show.
Dude.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that guy, the man who created that show, he's doing that with all of our favorite titles from our childhood. It's like, do you remember when Sabrina the Teenage Witch was a fun show for the whole family? Well, now it's sexy, and everybody's out to bang everybody.
Even
And
the
so it's-
comic was wholesome.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's anyway, weird tangent, but yeah, it does remind me of Archie a little bit.
A little
That
bit.
50s pop art, yeah.
Well, I guess I'll move on. It's not exactly a military uniform, but Mr. Claus is in the house. Mr. Claus' suit is up, and he's giving us thumbs up here. What do we got? Be your jolly old self with Mr. Claus' suit.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You guys didn't see this, but behind the scenes, Foxy showed up in a Santa costume, and I was like, Santa!
I was
Really
like,
hoping he stayed in his Santa outfit. I was just really hoping for that.
I was like, please ring my bell.
Only if you stayed in that outfit, yeah. But now, I'm like, whatever.
Come back to PlayStation. I'll put it on right now.
Oh my goodness.
Be right back, guys.
Oh my goodness.
That's okay. I'm looking at the picture for Mr. Claus' suit, and I can count a solid 12 bells to be rung. All right, so that'll last us the whole night. And it's actually, it doesn't really show here, which is funny when you buy the suit, but it does in fact come with a beard, so you can put a
Yes.
facial piece on as well.
So we
Oh,
can
yeah.
all match Renee, but not,
Yes.
like a
Mhm.
tribute to Renee. It's the Wreck-It Renee clan, the cult of Renee.
You
Wait,
wanna...
Renee's got a big white beard?
She
Yes.
does. She rocks
Oh.
it. She rocks it so hard.
I didn't wear one with General Gray Fox because he's already got, well, gray hair. So
Yeah.
He's already got the beard.
perfect. And now we got the Santa backpack. Just make sure you tell all those naughty ghouls and wastelanders to keep their hands out of your sack. Help Santa distribute presents to all the good vault dwellers with the Santa backpack. This skin can be applied to both small and standard backpacks as a mod.
This is great, I think.
I kind
They
of want
have
to buy
shown
it.
up.
I kind of want to buy it just to say, hey, hands off my sack.
I did that today.
Yes!
I literally did that. I went and so the wonderful Free States people that work with the Free States militia, lovely people. They're doing a draw and stuff like that, I believe. And we put together an Enclave package. So when I was dropping it off, they're like, "Hey, are you the general?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm Santa Fox. Don't touch my sack." So he dropped off all these goodies for them.
Excellent.
All right. And if you don't want to have 12 bells rung by midnight, you have the elf outfit on sale for 490 atoms. Unfortunately, I don't have this one. It is kind of jolly. You get the ears. Look kind of like, I was hoping for Lord of the Ring ears, but they look kind of like, is that gingerbread?
It kind of looks like gingerbread.
Kind of looks. So it's less of an elf and more of a snacky guy.
I think it's like they look like sugar cookies.
It could be lamnus bread from the Riverdale.
Oh, he's taking a deep cut there. That's good.
Yeah, no, it's funny though. It definitely looks like a cookie. I want to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
I say sugar cookie.
That brings a whole new meaning to nibbling on one's ears.
They are the coziest PJs you can wear around the wasteland right now. I was wearing them about 2 seconds ago.
Oh, you wore them last week too. You look so comfy.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
That was very
Oh.
cozy.
Nice. Well, becomes everyone's little favorite helper with this festive elf outfit.
Oh, hold on. Idea. Somebody please merge, if it's possible, merge one of the benches onto the shelf so that you can be an elf on your shelf. Somebody's got to do it.
Oh my gosh, please. Yes.
Somebody do that. Be your own shelf elf on your own. Wait, no, hold on. Yes,
We'll just
scratch
do a
that,
photo
reverse
mode.
it.
We can do a photo mode on that if we can't.
You could
Mhm.
maybe can you lay down on the shelf or do you get bumped out beyond it? Can you actually stand on it? I guess is the real question.
If you have put it in your lobby or atrium, you probably have enough wall space clearance to do it.
Yeah.
Everything floats. Everything floats down there.
Ah.
I kind of want to. Oh God, I need to buy that. Now I need more. I need more atoms.
What did we say? Something about 10,000 atoms in the last 2 months? Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel your pain.
Exactly.
I feel your pain.
Yeah.
Every time I buy new atoms, my wife walks in the room and she goes, dear, what did you buy on PlayStation Network again?
If you have to ask,
Nothing here. Nothing.
you have to ask. Do you really know me?
It's cheaper than being a sports fan. Just saying.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, speaking of gifts, we have the holiday present backpack on sale for 350 atoms. Wrap up your gear and celebrate with the holiday present backpack. This skin can be applied to both small and large backpacks. And it looks kind of like somebody's regifting something. Look at this is like regifting on New Year's. You know what I mean? Like you open up all your Christmas morning packages and you take the wrappings and make this. Look at this.
I don't know.
So in the one shot my sister made, we had to wrap presents, and this is exactly what I thought of. I was like, this particular item, and I was just like, do we have boxes?
The bow on top is fantastic.
I like that bow.
No, it is.
That's a
it is
good
pretty
bow. That's a good bow. Everyone in the chat will have to decide, is that bow worth 350 atoms? Carrying on.
Yeah.
I prefer the soft sack.
I'm telling your husband.
Well, if your husband would like to buy something for Christmas, perhaps the Candy Claus paint. Something sweet and appropriate if he gets mad. See, even candy canes can be deadly with the right adjustment.
He works that hard, so my claws can look like that.
Oh, good, yes. So this murderous candy cane sweet utensil can be yours for 350 atoms, and I won't lie, it's kind of tempting, almost. A little bit of blood, it'll blend right in. You don't even have to clean it after every use.
I mean, if you're... Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I was gonna say I wouldn't suggest sucking on those candy canes though. That
well,
may be a little dangerous.
some
I
people
don't know,
might
it's like-
like that kind of action. You never know.
Maybe Freddy Krueger. Freddy Krueger has feelings and emotions too and needs.
No judgments and no kink shaming here. But, if you're in the mood to make like a... because a lot of us like to make videos, machinima. If you're wearing the elf outfit or the Santa Claus outfit going around for this holiday event, that'd be a fun weapon to have with you to make some videos, make them appropriately themed. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think this is what we're gonna do for. We got to see how many people in the community do it. We do this thing called Tribal Tuesday. You dress up as a theme, and then you run around and smack things like a bunch of idiots. But it's always a theme. First time we did it was golfers. Instantly
That's
now,
awesome.
at the screen, I'm thinking about the ringleader has to be Santa Claus, and the rest of them are elves, and they all got to wear candy claw paint on their freaking gauntlets or something.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. All right. Speaking of Big Wood, we have celebrate the season by decorating your camp with a large holiday tree, and it's pretty
Foxy.
this gorgeous example of a carnivorous thing is it's on my deck right now, and it looks great with a bunch of presents underneath.
210 atoms for a big wood in your yard.
People pay more for a big wood.
That sounds a good price for me. Yep.
See people actually build merge it with the outside land where the trash can actually goes into the ground.
Oh, that would be nice.
Oh, that's great. I wish I thought of that. You know what? This would totally be worth it if there was just some kind of decorations on it, like garland or something, you know?
Oh my gosh, you could put this in your shelter and float things
Yes.
on it, like candles and so
That's a
pretty.
great idea.
Isn't that the strange thing? Originally, a lot of Yuletide celebrations had candles on their Christmas trees, or Yule trees, or pagan rite trees. Isn't that the wildest thing you've ever heard? I mean, I don't know about you, but I've seen needles catch on fire, and it burns quite well. So it's like I think Yule-related fires used to be quite common.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, I think back in the 50s and 60s, death by house fires was a more common of incident. You know what I'm saying? Could be correlation there. I'm not sure. And if it's getting too hot in here for you, we have the Snowboy. He's for 75 atoms, 50% off. You have this lovely chap who looks more like a moon than a snowman, but that's okay. The only thing missing is a magical top hat.
Oh.
Really should have
So
had
smooth. He really should have. I mean, he's lost himself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he was in my parade square, I'd say he's combat ineffective and get the hell out of my sight. But that's okay. So, moving on, the holiday survival tent. I already had this from last year, but I'm really happy it's back because I'm a sucker for this festive stuff. I always leave 10-15% build limit in my camp just to decorate. You know what I mean?
Right.
Absolutely.
Spruce up your forward outpost with the holiday survival tent. This offer is exclusive to Fallout First members. Available December 2019.
Well, also 2020.
Apparently.
Yeah. We're just wait a minute.
2020 for them. 2020 never happens. Okay, guys.
It's just we're skipping 2020. Next year, when it bring it back, it's gonna be 2021.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I haven't left my house in a few weeks. I kind of feel like it's one big long weekend anyway.
Oh my god.
What is time? I don't even know anymore.
Right.
All right, I think that was it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Thank you so much.
Yay!
Yeah, thank you for helping us out there, Mr. General Grey Fox. Mr. Sir General Grey Fox, sir.
Oh, don't call me sir. I work for a living. All the real army people will know that.
Oh, sure.
No, thank you so much for having me, though, and let me talk. Any of my troops will know I talk far too much, so it's your own peril inviting me back here.
Oh, no. Well, we still have more to talk about.
Oh yeah.
Oh, damn. All right.
Wishes
Yes.
and data mines.
Yeah, so let's start with you, General Grey Fox. Do you have any wishes that you
Oh,
want?
you mean for the Atom Shop?
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, things you want to see in the Atomic Shop or content-wise in the future, and seasons, DLCs.
Well, I got to be really careful because I'm starting to wonder if Bethesda actually has listened to me in the past because I was on a show not long ago few months back, and I begged I was like, Callan, we got to get something. The only thing the Enclave had was an eye patch. You know what came out like 2 weeks later or whatever? The XO2 Power Armor Enclave bundle. So I was like, yes! And then I said the same thing. As a matter of fact, I don't know if Jessica Starr is still in this chat or not. Lovely, lovely lady, and I was so blessed to be on their show. And she asked me the same question. I said, I want the clean toilet. Well, guess what? I'm going to get the clean toilet. So, if this
Foxy,
is the trap,
can you just say, I want a vibrating bed?
I'm considering it, but no.
Come on.
Third time is the charm. Third time is the charm. Okay, so I'm going to say what I want more than anything in this world is Bethesda. Please give the Enclave a little love. Give me a bundle. Give me a tower that doesn't have a Brotherhood of Steel logo on it. Give me any kind of plot line, anything for the Enclave, because I need to sink my teeth into that something fierce, please.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping they come out with a new design for an Enclave tower when they do bring the Enclave back into the game and don't just reskin the Brotherhood.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want some specific examples, I would love to see. From Fallout 3, you have the scientist hazmat suit, and you have the intelligence field operative uniform. It looks a little different than what was Dead in Mind. I would love to get a hazmat suit that looks like the Enclave one, pure white with a golden faceplate. That would be so cool.
That would be.
Oh my goodness, yes.
What about you, Skullie?
I still want my rose bushes.
Oh, yeah.
And literally anything in game that we see in literally cash registers, the projector from the overseer's house. These are things that most of them have been in the game since launch. Why don't we have these to build in our camps yet?
Yeah. I want those medical screens. I would like a medical screen.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So Ginger can have a proper field hospital, but having a medical screen like that. You know.
Rex is in chat yelling, mannequins!
Hey, they're right, Power armor display stands would be cool too.
Well, I believe those are coming. They've been in the data mine. Honestly, we were surprised they weren't in this season. But
yeah.
Because the display case for Power Armor from Fallout 4 has been data mined for this. And we know mannequins are coming, but they weren't in this season. I think we were talking last week about when those might come. Jay had more of an idea. I think he had seen that. And Mrs. Porksword again brought up ceilings, because we all want to see ceilings.
Yes.
And Cherry Pixel. It's funny, because what's one of the most common things, and I don't want to be stereotype people, but a lot of bigger women streamers like cat ears on their headphones. No judgment here. Hey, if you want cat ears in your headphones, it's lovely. I love it. But that would be a great addition to this game. Where are the cat ears? Especially because it's Bethesda and Skyrim, Elder Scrolls, Khajiit. Come on, do some.
We've got antlers, so it's
Yeah.
not too far to stretch.
Two types of antlers,
Yeah.
mind you.
I got the squishy ones on.
Oh, the squish.
And those have little ears on them too. They can
I
literally
know.
just reskin that.
Exactly.
I'd go on live stream with fox ears, and there's a fox head in the game, so it wouldn't be too much just to take the couple, slice and put it on a little piece.
You want the actual fox ears on his head. Grisly, but fashionable.
Go big or go home.
Absolutely. I know I bring up a lot of wishes, but my wish is tied to one of the data mines we've seen of an electric organ that looks phenomenal. Really
crap,
cool.
Really
cool looking. But as our friend Nino Furioso put in his Instagram story about it, please, Bethesda, find somebody who can, just increase the amount of musical tones and variations of things like the radio, like the jukebox. Give us all the jukeboxes. Make them all in the game. That would be so amazing.
I want the one from Buck's Den House or Bev's. That'd be great.
Right. Once you finish those storylines or finish an event that has a unique jukebox, you should unlock that variation. That'd be a very cool thing. And when it comes to the organ, and I know they're going to start doing this, they just start allowing certain instruments to have 2 different things that can play. You play it once, it plays one thing, you play it again, it plays another thing, or it's a day and night type of thing. What do they do with the theremin? Isn't that a thing now? Or are they going to do that? Okay. So that'd be interesting because a lot of games have figured that out. Like the first person who starts playing an instrument and plays that variation, and then that determines people in the surrounding area what they play when they get on. A lot of games, for example, Sea of Thieves, they've figured it out. A lot of other game franchises have figured out similar things, so that'd be really cool to see a lot more variation in both the way the musical instruments work, the jukeboxes, and in the future, things like this electronic organ, man. I want it to play something gnarly. I want something just like so sticky, you know what I mean? Like something real raunchy and nasty, some jazz or something. Or I wonder if it's going to be the organ that we hear from the church out in the mire.
That'd be
that'd be cool.
Ooh, Mrs. Porksword 69 just said it'd be cool if you could find like holotapes out there, a collection of sorts that increases the amount of music you hear on your jukebox or adds new songs for your instruments. That'd be really cool little mini DLC, something like that.
I'd love that too. I'd even settle for just a selector. So you click in your jukebox, like 2 or 3 radio stations come up and you get to pick one of them. I'd even live with that.
Absolutely. Because that's the thing. I think a lot of us like the jukebox, but it's like it's not the best classical song that comes out of it, and there's only one. So it's like, why not just let me select one of the radio stations? You know.
Even the Enclave can't listen to classical music 24 hours a day. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I mean, some military forces use that as torture when it's the same song. So
I don't know what you mean.
But what about you, Trizzle? Did you answer this yet? What you wish to see?
Oh, just the medical screen. I would really
that's
like
right.
to.
Yeah, my mistake.
I mean, so far, I've been able to score or have generous friends help me make a really decent field hospital for Ginger. But that's why the ally on the scoreboard is making me excited because he actually comes with a medical screen. But I would really love one just to have.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that was one of the base items, or vanilla items, I should say, from Fallout 4, from the building. So you'd think that they would eventually include that.
How am I supposed to be like a proper responder, like med response team if I don't have that? You know, I would really love it.
I just wish you could have them in your camp too, because like with these vaults, you could make an incredible multi-layered hospital.
It'd be just really cool. Well,
absolutely.
That's all I want.
When we talked a little bit about data mines, has anybody seen anything else from the data mines recently that caught their attention and made them go, ooh, or anything of the sort?
Just that Enclave thing.
Yeah, that was blowing up on my Discord pretty heavily yesterday.
Also, I'll be right back. I need to grab a Band-Aid. I'm okay. I broke something and cut myself, so I'll be right back.
Oh, poor Skullie. Well,
so add one more shade of red to her then.
One more shade of red. Oh yeah, data mine for a stage. You know, I didn't get the privilege of seeing the last batch of data mines, just a couple select ones. Did anybody see the stage that Mrs. Porksword is talking about?
No, I didn't.
Well, and just a reminder for everybody, data mines are only leaked from one of the Bethesda locations, so there's a lot of stuff that's coming out that you'll never see a data mine for. And data mines are always provided with the disclaimer that you might never see it. But that being said, a lot of the data mines we've all seen for the past, like half a year, a majority of them have made it into the game or have been talked about as something that absolutely will be added, like the mannequins. Like they're gonna be added.
Like the Enclave XO2 armor. That was we saw that data mined in perfect resolution, like 4 or 5 months before it came out.
Oh wow!
we're starting to wonder, was this actually going to come out? Was this just a prank or something? And here it is. So, yeah, you never know.
Oh, yeah, and Mrs. Porksword, she just dropped a link for some data mines. So it shows a lot of cool stuff.
Ooh.
Oh, wow. A lot of images. You know, it's wild. I actually had a chance to to interact with Juicehead yesterday. Nice guy. Very deceptive. We were doing this version of Hollywood Squares, and he's very believable when he's lying. But I'm seeing some really cool stuff in here, like a VAULT-TEC grandfather clock. That is cool. A lot of unique things. I bet we'll see. It's interesting because there are some little elves that are like Vault Boy elves. I wonder if we'll see that next week.
Oh, that'd be so
Because
cool.
some of the other stuff. But that's always the wildest thing about their holiday items. Like, why are you releasing Christmas stuff the week of Christmas? Like, yeah, like we
Yeah,
always
like
talk
I
about.
said, they dropped the ball. I mean, they released it way too late into the month.
Yeah, it's like, don't. Ooh, the stage, I'm seeing it. It is very cool. It has this plush velvet covering on the front. It really has a memory den feel to it. From Fallout 4. Ooh, that stage. I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna have to buy that.
Here? That
What?
dress that Triz is always talking about.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, I rocked it for so long until they took it away from me. I had, like, Ginger wore it the whole entire season. The minute it dropped on accident.
When I'm looking at that Enclave outfit you were talking about, Grey Fox, that is slick. That is very slick. But a lot of cool stuff in there. I wonder if any of this will be added to, because for those of you who don't know, the daily ops are going to have multiple versions of it. So not every time, eventually, will it be the same type of objective. And there will be ones that favor different types of builds. Especially, I know a lot of us who do sneak are like, why is this so anti-sneak? It's because it's only one variation of it. So I imagine that some of these data mines, they look like something that could be in the future versions of the daily ops, which they were going to do a second variation of it a few patches ago, but things got pushed and they weren't able to do it. So hopefully that's coming soon.
I'm looking at that bull riding
Oh
one.
my!
I'm like, you know what's gonna happen with that? People are gonna glitch out of that and make some lovely photos. And
I am all
videos.
about that.
Right, Skullie, I'll be first in line to see what you come up with.
She won't do that, but I will. I'll be like, no shame.
Oh my goodness!
I'll get either Skullie to help me or Renee. One of those two.
Jessica Starr is completely correct. She says best cleavage in that gold dress.
Yes.
It is. Yes, I have.
My.
Yeah, it's the best.
It
See,
is.
I told you,
It's the
Renee.
best.
She's like, I'll be one of those. It's like, exactly. She's my girlfriend of like bad ideas that are great ideas. She's like, oh, I got some spicy ideas.
Oh my god, so good.
Goodness.
Oh
Can't wait for
my!
that stage.
You know what I would love
Oh, yeah.
to see more of those events come up, like you were talking about the daily ops. It'd be great to see some of the other factions too, because if you look at the interface on the map, it clearly is designed to select up, down, or whatever, you know?
Oh yeah!
I would love to see like maybe a modus in Enclave one, or maybe a responders
Yeah.
call out one, or
Well,
whatever, you know?
And
That'd be
something
cool.
that obviously I talk about and we talk about all the time. It gets brought up almost every show, so I'll bring it up again. Eventually, they will do an Order of Mysteries DLC. They must. They absolutely
Oh
must.
gosh, that'd be
They
so
don't-
awesome.
They are missing out so much on the superhero culture craze that is happening worldwide by not doing that. It's unbelievable to me. So it's like I'm curious to see how that's going to come into play. Will it be something that gets introduced like Steel Dawn? Or will it be like, hey, like you were saying, will the daily ops be a way of reintroducing some of the factions? Like, will there be a Responders daily ops or an Order of Mysteries daily ops? So it's going to be really cool to see where they go with that, because it's another way to introduce content potentially on a regular basis once they get into the swing of it. So I'm excited for it.
You know, that would be so cool. Could you imagine an expansion coming out and it's like the expansion's called like the Unstoppables?
Oh,
And,
that'd
like,
be
you
so
get, like,
awesome.
Dreaming
Hi.
of that.
Yeah, and there's like only 5 NPCs show up in game, but they're the Unstoppables, and they're in some kind of like X mansion or something. And each one of them represents a different character build and sends you on different character missions based on those build archetypes.
That'd be
That
so
would
cool.
be so cool.
Oh, absolutely. And they're all there. It's like Mistress of Mystery would be stealth, Grognak obviously melee, Shroud would be
Tank.
ballistics.
Yeah.
Man to Man would be, I don't know, getting moist. But it would be, or the Mistress could even be pistols. But it'll be really cool to see, because that's, it's not like they don't think about these things. They've obviously had to roll around in meetings and developed ideas for it. So we've seen them touch upon it. We had a little bit of it with Grellock. That was interesting and really cool, and I enjoyed it. But it's like, come on, man, there's more than just Grognak, all right? But
Like he had that the villain, the wizard, so cool, and you got the Mechanist. The Mechanist is there. I want to see the Antagonizer come back. That would be cool.
Which sometimes people get upset when they break the lore in a way by introducing outfits. Especially outfits, I think sometimes that just rubs people the wrong way for some reason. Which for me, it's an online game. It's meant to be an aesthetic treat for people that understand the reference, I think. So I'm all for it. Like when they had the Mechanist pack in the Microsoft Store, you better believe I bought that ish. I bought it so I could wear that Mechanist outfit. I mean, I had to, and I did the same with Piper's outfit because it's a great outfit.
Yeah, it is.
Oh yeah.
See, the Mechanist outfit, I don't think that's lore breaking because the Mechanist wasn't created in Fallout 3. The Mechanist was a villain. Like if you look at some of the comic books, the Mechanist is on the cover of one of the comic books.
Yes.
So like he is an actual thing that there could be cosplay outfits out there. But the Piper outfit, that's a little stretching it.
I mean, there's the Fourth Estate has always been there, though. The Journos, come on.
Right.
But no, it's going to be interesting to see. Definitely what the future holds for all the different factions.
Do you guys think, because when this game first came out, they said there was going to be like 10 years of content or something. How do you feel about that? Do you think that there's 10 years worth of material still come out?
I'd probably say I'll give it a good 5. 10.
Haven't they announced that they will definitely keep supporting this game until 2024? Or am I crazy?
Yes.
They did announce that.
So I'm good with that. That's like a good shelf life as far as bringing new content out. But I imagine a lot of that is dependent on what the player base is like when it comes to 3 years from now. How active are the servers, and what does Bethesda have in store for us next? Is there, sweeping sci-fi RPG going to actually be available by then? And what is that going to look like when it comes to the player base on games like this and ESO? So we'll see, because I want them to support this game. I want them to get crazy with this game. But it's just like I want all the naysayers that were upset when this game came out and never gave it another chance. I want to see all them come back, because they really... I was one of those naysayers once upon a time, and I came back, and I'm very happy I did. It's one of the best video game experiences I've ever had, so I really hope that they keep going with this in the future, so we'll see.
And those are good questions, which brings us to our next portion.
The second favorite part. Okay, so this part of the show, guys, is where we take questions from you, viewers, and we answer them. Actually, Skullie would answer them. So if you have the most thought-provoking questions, we'll give it to Fen. If you have the most embarrassing questions to ask, we'll give it to Skullie. Just kidding. No. But no, if you have any questions, go ahead and submit it to us via our Instagram account, our Discord, individually, or even throw it in chat. If there's a question that we can answer or somebody else in the community, we'll go ahead and answer them for you. But again, the most embarrassing questions don't make Skullie blush at least 20 times redder than she is right now.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. I mean, hell, I'll even volunteer if anyone has any Enclave lore questions.
Yes.
I'd be happy to answer anything about the faction lore background within the Bethesda titles.
Exactly. Any question for our guests, do it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. But yes,
Yeah.
throw them up in chat.
I just died.
You're
Oh
damn
my
right,
God.
yes, because she is red.
Wreck-It Renee, Trizzle Plays, Lightning Bolt or Heart?
Is that asking what I think it's asking?
So, my first Cyberpunk stream, we were editing the character. And, you can fully customize your character down to the biddies. And I mean the itty bitties.
She means the junk.
Yes!
It's called genitals, genitalia, Skullie. It's okay.
You can even customize the carpet. I left it up to chat. I was like, okay, we've got a heart or we've got a lightning bolt, and they voted for the lightning bolt. So that's what my character's name is. I've renamed her Lightning Bolt.
Shocking.
Renee just asked, lightning bolt or bolt heart, and it's like, well, I know Skullie was a lightning bolt.
I couldn't choose between the two.
There's 3 options, actually 4. But,
I imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, what is that? Night City? You're calling to me? Yeah. Night City's calling to me for after the show. I can already.
Oh yeah.
See you there.
Only been waiting almost a decade for it. I mean, no big deal. Jeez.
Oh my goodness.
I know there's a lot of complaining about bugs, okay? But I'm loving it.
Well, let's.
Yes.
It reminds me of the release of Dragon Age Inquisition, right when the Xbox One came out. And CD Projekt Red has been upfront about it. They did their mea culpa. They knew that they were showing gameplay footage on next-gen consoles and PC. And that's one of those unfortunate things, especially if you're rocking the OG Xbox One. You're going to see problems with that game, just like you will with Fallout 76. In fact, Fallout 76 is beyond the specs of Xbox One, and it says that in the disclaimer. Which sucks. Let's be real. But the thing about any giant, huge, sweeping RPG world type game is there's going to be bugs. And it's wild to me that I understand when people get frustrated and experience buyer's remorse, but at the same time, you got to have patience, people. You know they're going to fix it. You know they're going to do their utmost to make sure you get the experience that they were trying to guarantee you. And it's CD Projekt Red. They fixed The Witcher 3, and then they released a lot of swell free content. So it's like, just be patient. It'll happen.
If it takes a year or 2, 76.
Well,
Patience is your virtue when it comes to games you love. So, yeah.
A zombie killer, you're breathtaking.
Aww.
little zombie. But yeah, do
Bruce,
we see any
Jess.
other? No other
Yes.
questions. It's just about the manicuring of. I of course, my character went full bush. I went full bush in that game.
I was going to say,
Yes, high
Thank you.
five, Ben. You and I, man. Her bush matches her hair. If anyone's seen what my girl's hair looks like, it matches.
oh my god, yes.
I had to do something creative. I was like, I can't just they're giving me creative options here, guys.
Oh, I went original because I knew not many people were going to pick the full 1970s bush. And I was like, I want that. Give me that. That
Well, my
matches
wife
her
was
hair.
sitting beside me, and she was like, "Oh, so this is where you get to show me your manscaping skills." And I'm like, "Fuck that! I want a nice thick coat."
It's like, hey man, I'm trying to I'm trying to go up against the gangs of Night City. I don't have time to be worrying about razor burn. Come on.
Jessica, the curly hair. My girl has the curly hair. I want to say Foxy Brown Cleopatra, the curly hair fro. My girl's rocking that, and I love the textures and everything. I can't really describe the curly hair in the pubic region, but let me tell you, you won't be disappointed.
I think the hair physics are amazing.
Yeah, the hair. Yeah, it's
I
great.
love Mothbeard.
So is the jiggle physics.
Mothbeard in chat says, I see Cyberpunk's bugs and I think, "Pff, that's nothing."
Right?
Like,
Exactly.
we had it harder.
Exactly.
Yes,
I think-
bullets work.
Let's work. And you get a car. We've been asking for a car in Fallout forever.
That is a wish we bring up here quite often.
Yes.
It's strange,
Or a working bicycle.
right?
Right?
With a little bell on there.
I mean,
I understand there's load issues, but I'll
Right.
take a slow-moving tank with a trunk on it, okay? Like,
yeah, man.
Right?
Honestly, if you play 76 as long as we have for the last 2 years, Cyberpunk is freaking walk in the park. You know, it's just a walk in the park with their bugs and the game crashes and all the time. We're like, we play 76 since beta. This is nothing. Give me something else to complain about.
Yeah.
I saw a meme that was like, everyone's screaming, "You ripped us off, bugs this, bugs that, you let us down." And then the meme switches over to this dude smiling with like a cup of lemonade or whatever. And it's like Fallout 76 players, the promised land.
We're just like, to all of the Cyberpunk fans, welcome. Come join us.
All right.
Hey, when it goes multiplayer, you can bet the Enclave Armed Forces is opening up an EAF Corpo office. That's for damn sure.
Oh,
God.
absolutely.
Yeah, my girl is all corpo. She went corpo, so
What?
I wanted to go Corpo, but I was like, I want to
Look,
play one
I
of the
was-
other ones first,
I
and then
was
I'll do Corpo.
I was reflecting Ginger, and it based
You
on her
corpo
storyline and
rat.
heritage. It's Ginger. She went corpo.
Corpos. That ain't too preem there, Chumba.
That sounds like some kind of street rat thug. Let me explain something to you, sir. We are not evil. We're civilized.
Just sold our souls.
Yes. Oh,
Okay. Oh man, we told about Cyberpunk on this
Yeah,
shit.
it's like, wait, this is a Fallout show.
Getting back to Fallout, are we ready for my favorite portion?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, guys, it's that time. It is Skippy's Appreciation Corner. So this week we're featuring his bull barrel artwork. That gun.
Sounds like a loaded answer.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And it's perfect because it definitely has that cyberpunk vibe to it.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, he always has that kind of.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
And for those of you who have just joined us, Skippy is our artist. He is the one who made all of our character art in the show.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yes, all the artwork you see on the Atomic Stop and the logo is all made by Mr. Skippy.
He's done a couple of some of our icons. He's made even my own show's title page as well.
Girls,
Yeah.
he's working on my logo right now, and it is so fucking cute.
I love
I'm
it.
squeeing.
He
He even made a Gray Fox caricature.
Yes,
That's right.
that's awesome. Yeah, this
He's-
Skippy is amazing.
Absolutely. You couldn't meet. I mean, such a kind individual as well.
Yes.
He made me something for Fenwa's Corner, and I was like, I can't. I mean, do you want me to pay you? He was like, no, don't. And I'm like, what do I? Because, but because it's
You're too pure for this world.
you're too good. Well, and he opened his commissions again, and within 6 hours they filled up.
Yeah, those commissions fill up fast, guys.
Yeah.
Well, his first commission filled up before an hour, and then
Yeah. Like, it filled up within seconds.
Yeah,
It's just like, oh god.
I know. I messaged him in that first hour and didn't get in.
Oh, Foxy.
I think he's starting round 3 of commissions right now. So
It's like trying to
he
get a
just
Series
started.
X.
Right?
He's so good.
But yes, if you guys are looking to see more artwork from Mr. Skippy, you can follow him on Twitch. He also streams his artwork as well as his gameplay. You can follow him on Instagram and Twitter as well. Those links are also in the chat. And in
he's also one of our future guests.
yes,
That's right.
My God, that's awesome.
we're finally gonna get him on the show, guys.
Yes.
So he does exist.
A beautiful sheepman. Well, next is shout-outs. And I suppose first, we would like to shout out to you, Mr. General Grey Fox, and the Enclave Armed Forces. Thank you once again for being on the show and sticking around with us through all the other portions. It was very kind of you, and it was great having you.
Well, thank you. It's a real pleasure. You guys are always wonderful, so thank you very much. You're very kind.
Yeah, we really do
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Yes, me and Triz have been excited for weeks that we finally got you one-on-one.
Weeks,
We're like,
girlfriend, months.
Yes.
And
I know I might be stretched a little thin recently. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
it's all right. I think a lot of us are trying to do a lot right now with which I'll mention this next. Don't forget, everybody, if you're watching, I know a lot of you came from. Let's shout out to Just Me, Emily P. Thank you once again for the raid. It's incredible. 50 people came over. We got a lot of followers from that, and it's great to have some of you sticking around with us at the Atomic Stop. And I know you guys know about it. And if anybody else here doesn't know about it, what Skullie just posted is the Fallout for Hope link that is to the St. Jude charities, right? And that whole goal of the Fallout for Hope was to raise $50,000. We hit that goal. We surpassed that goal. We're going to keep going. And that is to provide life-saving surgery and services for children at St. Jude's Hospital. Couldn't be a better cause, especially right now around the holidays. Given everything that's happened with 2020, it's a nice little way for the Fallout community to come together and do something extremely positive and life-changing for people that deserve it, for kids that need a chance. So it's wonderful to be a part of it. And Jessica Starr just said 58,887. So incredible.
Yes.
And let's shout out to Jessica Starr and the UWN ladies. Thank you always for being...
The fun
Also,
network.
yeah.
Throwing a shout out to Ken who started this charity.
Absolutely.
Raising money.
Kenneth Vigu, the creator of Chad, a Fallout 76 story podcast. What a wonderful individual. And if you've never checked out that podcast, I strongly suggest you do, because maybe I'm involved with it somehow. So definitely check that out. It's a wonderful podcast. It harkens back to the old school storytelling of radio shows, only with modern effects and modern recording technology. It's before I joined the cast, I didn't know much about it, but when I gave it a shot, I was like, well, I'm doing this now. And it's a great story to listen to, especially if you're playing Fallout and you're like, oh, okay, I've heard this radio station a lot. I want something else today. Turn that on your Spotify, iTunes, or anywhere else where podcasts can be found. And let's shout out to Wreck-It Renee. Wonderful lady, wonderful individual who streams over on Fallout Gaming. I mean, Facebook Gaming. Fallout Gaming on Facebook.
Throw up a link in chat.
Renee, link them to your place of business. So many great people were here, and if I missed you, I apologize. But there's a lot of great people that always come back and hang out with us here at the Atomic Stop. It's wonderful to have you. And if you haven't been a guest of the show, we're coming for you.
Pretty much. I'm bringing a lasso.
Oh my, how very Enclave of you.
I also have duct tape.
New King Dungeon in the works. Oh, and just mentioned that, I think the Chad podcast will be having a Christmas episode coming out soon, and it'll probably be a fun time. And I might do a duet. I don't play Christmas music often, but when the right people ask me, sometimes very begrudgingly, I do.
I hope you're doing it with a little Susie.
Oh, well, we'll probably do some duets in the future, I imagine.
Awesome.
But it's going to be with, I think, Patsy.
Oh,
wow.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yes.
I love
Patsy's lovely.
Mary, I think it was Marianne.
Oh,
the
yeah,
character's
with
name?
Marianne. That's right.
Marianne.
She also
Yes,
voices
right.
Patsy.
That's right, because it's funny. We actually live in the same city. We found that out a couple days ago. But anyway, I digress. Once again, thank you, everybody, for who keeps supporting us, especially all you other Twitchers out there. Check each other's stuff out. Give each other a follow, because more likely than not, we all are doing content that we enjoy watching.
Yes. So that's about it for our episode this week. If you guys are itching for more content, you can follow the Atomic Stop on all of the social media platforms, as well as all of us on those social media platforms under our respective names. And this time I will let Jessica Starr throw up the commands because it's her favorite part.
Do it! Jessica!
Here we go. She loves doing this.
Absolutely. Gokton? That's not me.
Wait a minute.
Golden.
There we go. No, I'm a Gokton man. But,
So excited.
But absolutely.
God.
And, but that brings us to announcing next week, doesn't it?
Yes.
Oh dear viewers, thank you so much for tuning in for another episode of the Atomic Stop. Join us next week at our regular time, 9 p.m. Pacific, as we finally get to sit down with one of the most wonderful sheep people in the universe, a true gem, an artist of unparalleled talent and zeal. He breathes life into strange, adorable, and the brutal, bringing Fallout characters to life in a style all his own. It's the Atomic Stop's resident artist and true pal of the show, Mr. Skippy. Until next time, fellow dwellers, have a wonderful evening, and don't forget to spend those atoms.
And hang on, guys, because we are going to raid Captain Country Roads.
Raid!
Bye, guys. We'll see you over there.
Take care.